Hi guys, welcome to the pre-match for Arsenal Brighton. Gav, how confident are we?
Um, Never too confident with Brighton, especially playing away on a week night recently against fucking anybody apparently. Um, but no, Brighton's always well since that whole Mopey went into Leno got injured, and that whole bust up. There just seems to be it's not even like a rivalry. It's just got a, a, a an atmosphere surrounding the game every time we play them. There always seems to be a banana peel as well. Though they could be on like a 10 game losing streak, fucking 5-0, 4-0 the whole time, and then beat us 1-0. Uh, it's honestly, it's going to be those games we need to win if we want to win the title. But do I think we'll win? Yes. Do I think it's going to be plain sailing? I most certainly do not.
Yeah, I'd agree with you with Brighton are one of those awkward teams, aren't they? You never really know what you're going to actually end up coming up against. But you are right, yeah, with the title race getting closer and closer now. Yeah, it's definitely one of those games where it's kind of 6-pointer, isn't it?
Oh yeah, 100%.
It'll be an interesting game tomorrow. Because if you don't blow Brighton away, I'd like to see how Arsenal react to that in the first 20 minutes, half an hour.
If if we blow Brighton away, I will be very, very shocked in a
No,
deep
okay.
way.
What I meant was, as
I
in
just
coming
don't
out the
think it'll happen.
blocks, is what I meant. Like proper confident. I mean, it's yours to get, but
Yeah, we came out the block against Wolves, and when that ended fucking 2-2. I, it, it's not so
are
much
you
of
not
how we
confident then?
started. Yeah, no, I'm no, sorry, I'm not confident against Brighton, but I think we'll pick up the win. But what
Right.
you're
Okay.
saying is, if they come out of the blocks, well, we came out of the blocks against Wolves, and that ended 2-2. We play well in the first period of the game, then we go missing, and then we play well at the start of the second half, and then we go missing again. It's only against Spurs recently that we had a good majority of the game.
Do you think you're on the downward spiral then?
No, because it's been the same all season. Yeah, I would say the majority of the season we've had moments in games which win us the games, and then we also have moments that lose us the games. But however, a game's not won in 30 to 60 minutes. It's not a sprint. It's a whole 90-minute fucking journey that you have to go on. You can start off well, but if you're not playing with the same passion, the same kind of focus from the get go to the very last minute, anything can happen. Saw that I'm gonna keep referencing Wolves. You saw that the last goal for Wolves, Gabriel and Raya both panicked, both went for the ball, both fucked it up, went to the Wolves boy. Wolves boys took the shot and it's ricocheted off post. Carl Fury went in. Well, that's not happening in the first 5 minutes. That's not
Wolves
happening
did
when
just
it's
beat Villa
okay.
though as well. Just to point that out now that there's context as well. They did just pap a very good Villa team.
They did, but let's be honest. I think that was the first time in Premier League history that the bottom side had came back from a 2-0 uh,
Yeah, no, no, I
deficit.
know.
So it's not, and I get that. Yeah, they played well against Villa, and yeah, well, but Villa's been very inconsistent this season. But we should, as champions, you expect to beat the Wolves. You expect to beat the worst team in the league,
Hmm.
to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah,
But
no, I agree with you. I do agree with you. I expected you to blow walls out of the water.
I
I
see an
think I
Arsenal
think
win.
everyone
I don't
did.
think Arsenal will sit points now until they play City.
I hope not, but every time we play midweek recently, we just except for Champions League, which it just seems to be the Champions League, we must play well there. I don't know if we under um not what's the word I'm looking for. I think we kind of overlooked Wolves and Brentford and thought, cannot.
You've got an
We're
easier
miles
draw now
better.
though in the Champions League. You think you just play your sort of second string team, and if it gets rocky, put out your first team on the second leg, surely.
Um, I'm not too sure. I'm not too
What,
sure,
what I
but all
mean
I'm
is,
going
though,
to
for an
say is,
Arsenal perspective, you've got to
I'll,
prioritise the Premier League.
yes, no, you do absolutely. I'm trying to think. If you're asking what I would do or what I think will happen, is two different things.
What do you think will happen?
If I'm being honest, I'd put our second team out of the Carabao Cup final. I'd put
Wow.
secondary team. I'd put our secondary team in the Carabao Cup final. So our secondary team is still a very good side. I've heard pundits and even other fans say the squad depth that we've finally got, our second team would be finishing a Europe Conference, Europa League spots in the Premier League. I think they can give City a good game. City aren't great in finals, even though they have won an awful lot. But Man United that season, they won the FA Cup against City. United weren't fucking good, and then they came out and actually smashed them. I think put the secondary team out in the Carabao Cup final against City. Jay, you're possibly right. Obviously, we've got Bayer Leverkusen. They haven't been flying high in Bundesliga. Put secondary or half secondary, half first team, first leg, see how it goes, and then take it from there. But it needs to be full strength squad going forward. And I saw something. Sorry to keep butting and I keep
No, go
hearing
on.
your exasperating speak. Havertz last season, the last like 8 or 9 games, was so crucial for us. He was our clutch player towards the end of last season. Well, he was on the bench against Chelsea. He most probably will be on the bench against Brighton. Brighton are quite a physical team. There's no point of risking another injury and them out for the rest of the season. But he could be one of the players that not makes or breaks the season, but strengthens our performance from the very first minute to the very last. Because we seem to play a lot better with him rather than Odegaard and Eze. That's just my perspective. Arsenal fans love Odegaard, obviously, as a captain. We love Eze, fucking homegrown Arsenal fan. But they both
Yeah, it'll be
Havertz
interesting
has
to see what his
played
selection
quite
be at
significantly
this point
less.
because you aren't in the running yet. I personally think I don't see Arteta making a move too early, but I think it'll be interesting tomorrow because I think Brighton is a game you can put a slightly weaker team out against. I don't think he will. I don't think he will do that before the City game in the league. Do you know what I mean? Where he tries to keep the 5 points for as long as possible. But I wouldn't be surprised if he plays a full strength team in the League Cup final, puts a second string out against the FA Cup, and puts a second string out in the first leg of the Champions
Oh,
League.
I
Because
forgot
all
about the
joking
FA
aside,
Cup.
you
Yeah,
won't have a challenging one, will you, until the semis? Because the semis is the only one in the Champions League you're looking at going, which Barcelona probably, or Newcastle. Really, whoever wins out of Barcelona Newcastle is probably going to the semi-finals on that leg. Bar maybe
yeah.
Atletico, I think's on that side.
Atletico should beat Spurs. Absolutely.
But but
Obviously,
But you have, I mean, I would, yeah, but there's a couple of banana skins in that as well. But I
yeah.
don't know. I don't know at what point Arsenal fans would prefer to go as far as possible in every competition and
Can,
say win the Carabao Cup, but win nothing else, or would you prefer to put all your eggs in one basket in the Premier League, win nothing but the Premier League?
can we please just get to the international break with wins, and then we take it from there? I mean, that's what
Well,
I'm kind of hoping for.
I actually think it's unfair on Arsenal right now. I'm going to try and be a bit neutral. I think it's unfair on Arsenal how far it's been without City's game in hand being announced yet. As far as I know, and I've seen, it's not been confirmed when it's being pigeonholed into a midweek.
No, when they did
So
the stats the other day, they listed all the games and then that was just put at the end. I don't think that's been
yeah,
given a date at all.
because naturally it would be an FA Cup weekend, but they're still in the
Yeah.
FA Cup.
I think it was like it was supposed to be. Obviously, I'm just going off of probably fake news here, but I think it was like in between a Real Madrid game and then an FA Cup game. I think it was like meant to be in between. Well, around that game, I should say. It's obviously can't be in between midweek and then weekend, but still. And I think City just they don't want to do that because that'll be 3 games in the space of a week, makes
Yeah,
like
so if
nine,
you go
eight
through
games.
like if Arsenal go to the Champions League final now, you won't get a free week. I don't think you'll get 3 games a week now until the mid-May. And I think that's better. By the way, I've always said that's better for a team like Arsenal or a team like City. I think the 3 games a week keeps you up, keeps you fired, keeps you ready. I think when you're used to a game every 3-4 days, that lull, I don't think it's good for a team, especially not someone that plays. I was trying to say you played every 3-4 days since maybe October. So
Yeah. No, absolutely. It'll be interesting to see what happens with that, especially this season. I think Arteta, I think he in the when it's coming into the run-in, I think he needs to take the past experiences of the past couple of seasons into consideration, and he might think, look, let's switch the squad up, or let's keep it the same where it normally changes, stuff like that. But I mean, Brighton, I don't know. I don't know if he keeps Eze out on the left and he has Odegaard in the middle. I
can you
don't
give us a score
know.
prediction, Gav?
Um,
Keep it interesting.
Brighton always seem to score against us. I want to say 2-1, and I want to say we'll score probably late into the second half. I think
Ben's
it'll be a
usually an
cage affair.
optimist for his club, but he's never an optimist for you.
I never.
Well, do you know what? Actually, I was actually going to go along the same lines as you, Gav. I was going to say 2-1, to Arsenal as well. I wasn't going to say Brighton, but I think with your previous midweek form, I wouldn't put it past the draw either.
That's what's fucking scaring me is the how tough we made Wolves look and how tough Brentford that game was when it didn't
Brighton
need
are
to be.
arguably better than both. So
Well, it definitely can be on the distance, especially at Amex.
2-0
I don't know,
Arsenal. I genuinely, I think both of you missed out a trick because I think Brighton have literally confirmed themselves to be in the Premier League in the last 2 weeks. They're on 37 points. They're on clear home and hosed. They're not going to go for Europe. I don't think they've got enough of a squad to get there. I think they're on their Sunland just halfway through March.
but when a club or a team is like that, they've got nothing left to lose. So why not just go and play with that freedom, which arguably is more
Well, it
dangerous
goes
than a
one or two
team like
ways. No, it does go.
yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
that's the problem. They are either going to sit back and just let you play football and take whatever the result is, or they're going to come out and they're going to knock the absolute granny out of you and just go for it. There's no in
Uh,
between.
I like Danny Welbeck, but he better not fucking score against us. That's all I'm saying, honestly. Um, but no, I think it'll be interesting. Obviously, we'll have the match review after the game. It's all smiles now. It could fucking change. But I don't think so. I think it'll be 2-1. But I do expect it to be a cagey affair, to be honest. Probably Arsenal score early, Brighton equalise, and then we're chasing the majority of the game for that goal. Probably camped out in Brighton's half, and it comes from a set piece, most fucking probably. Ah,
There you
If
go.
they, if
There's the
anything,
predictions.
if the set piece works, the set piece works. If folk are going to moan about it, they're going to moan about it, but I'd rather our team fucking score than not score any.
yeah, 100%.
Fair enough. All right. Cheers, guys.
Right,
Thank
well,
you.
yeah. See you next time.
Yeah.